Is it Tennessee's time? Most are predicting the Vols to finally break through and get to Atlanta in an SEC championship game, and if they garner that, the college football playoff. How difficult is the challenge? 1 through 12 here in 2016. Mark Rogers TV and SEC Breakdown. We're looking at every schedule in college football. That's the Power 5 plus the major independents. That's 67 schedules. We're ranking them on Mark Rogers TV, 67 up to 1. If you're watching on SEC Breakdown, of course, it's just the SEC. So it's 14 up to number 1. We stop at number 11 in Knoxville. The 11th most difficult schedule in the SEC, or the 4th easiest. Number 20 in college football. So that shows you 11 of the top 20 schedules in college football are in this conference, and actually 14 of the top 23. All right, for Tennessee, let's look at the key components. And if you want the 9-step breakdown, that's on Mark Rogers TV, first video where we explain the method to the madness. All right, for Tennessee out of conference, one difficult game, relatively. Virginia Tech, a top 40 team, taking on Tennessee in Bristol at the Speedway, September 10th. Should be interesting to watch. Virginia Tech, Tennessee, that's the difficult game for the Vols out of conference. Otherwise, light touch here for the Vols. Appalachian State in week 1. It's Ohio in week 3, September 17th. And it's a date against Tennessee Tech late in the season. So Vols would like to see his schedule a little tougher out of conference, but it's a date with the Hokies in week 2. Other than that, let's look at the Western Division. That's the other key component. Unfortunately for Tennessee, it's a great rivalry, but they've got to face what is 8 out of 10 years the best team in the SEC West, if not the SEC, if not the country, Alabama. That date is at home this year on October 15th. Their other game in the SEC West, and there are no light touches in the West, so you don't get to pull Rutgers or Purdue or Kansas out of the SEC West. So everybody's good, but how good are they? Well, they've got Texas A&M. The Aggies may be the most mystery team of the 7 teams in the Western Division. So it's Alabama out of the West and a date at College Station on October 8th. Most difficult stretch for the Vols starts on September 24th. Listen to this gauntlet, but this is typical of the SEC. Florida, at Georgia, at Texas A&M, Alabama. That's a tough 4-game stretch. But other than that, very manageable for the Vols. It's the 11th schedule rating in the SEC, so the 4th easiest in the conference. Number 20 in college football belongs to Tennessee. Need to hear from you now on Mark Rogers TV and SEC Breakdown.